Greetings. This is just a video, hopefully to that be of a benefit and to help people. My suggestion, well, my thought or suggestion, and you have the will, the God-given will to listen to this. So I'll turn off this. I'll stop watching this YouTube video and switch over to something else. Is to basically get out a copy or piece of paper and just ask yourself, what is it exactly you seek? Where is your treasure? It's more accurate answer. Like, what is that you seek in this existence? What is that you seek? What is that you desire? What's the desire in your heart? And write down and understand that whatever you want to seek, it will require sacrifice. Everything does. If you want to be successful in whatever field you're into or what interests in you, it will require you to sacrifice time, energy, resources in order to do that. Also, it will require you also to surround yourself with people that will uplift you. Because it's impossible for no one person can achieve greatness unless they're surrounded by people that will be of support to them. That's the truth anyway, and we all, even since we were little babies, for the moment even the moment of conception, we're always dependent on someone else for survival and nourishment and for growth. That's every human on the planet. We're always dependent on someone to lift us up or to help us. So this is often this I would call it somewhat delusion of dependence, because I often find it funny when people say they're independent, and I often say, what do you mean by independent? In what way? Because the truth is, you're always going to be dependent on someone for something. For income, you're dependent on your job. Even if you're, say, if you work for yourself, you in a way, if you're selling something, you're relying on people to buy your product. So no matter what, you're always going to have an engagement with other people. So I often find the illusion of independence is the truth, that there's no such thing. You're not truly independent. You can try to shut your way from the world is all you want. But there's some illusion of independence that if you want to be successful, it's impossible to be independent unless you go to like a deserted island and just by yourself hunting like crabs and things. In that sense, I guess you could be independent. If you go off on like a remote island or remote forest and things, and kind of try and separate yourself from everyone else. But if you want to be successful and creative, that require you to collaborate or to work with others. Otherwise you're not going to be that successful in life. If your goal in life is just to work in a job, become a manager, and just your whole job is to seek wealth and power, and that is your ambition, that requires sacrifices again. Or if your priority is to create a family, then it'll require you to make sacrifices and steps towards that. But there's a difference between men and women, and this is some uncomfortable truth. A man can have a child at any age, as long as he has the ability to do so. As long as his testosterone's okay, as long as he's he can have a child up to like 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. The disadvantage that is, the older you are, the less involvement you have in your children's life, or you'll be very blessed even if you have grandchildren or great-grandchildren if you live that far. And the older you get, that's the consequences of that action. So if you have children at a younger age, you have more of a life and time to spend with them, or even their grandchildren or your great-grandchildren. For women, the older you get, the harder, the less, again, like a man, the less time you have to spend with your children or your grandchildren, or even great-grandchildren if you're blessed. And also, the older you are as a woman, the higher probability of complications and birth, and that's something to take note of, and a higher probability as well of being unable to have children the longer you are, and also your chances of finding a partner goes down. Now in this day and age, because the whole dynamics of male and female relations have just went out the window thanks to a lot of satanic ideologies, very few men and women can find life partners if they so choose to create a family. The main reason why is that they're starting off with selfish reasons to have families in the first place. The main reason why you should have a family is quite simple: to glorify God. That's it. To glorify God and to raise children up in Christ is the only reason why you should have children. Anything else is selfish. If you're only having children for a sense of like feeding into your pride and your attachments, and then your children becomes idols, that is wrong. My videos tend to go off the place sometimes. But going back to start of it, if you want to be successful in things, it requires you to sacrifice your time, energy and resources. It may require you to cut out some people that will be a detriment to you and your growth. If you surround yourself with people with a fixed mindset, that means that life is going anywhere, or they tempt you to do things that use up the time and energy you have. You're never going to be successful, because you're going to get stuck in a loop, especially around people that are very into drama, very into chaos. And if you want to create like order, if you want to go forward, always looking back, always going back to situations that put you in the spiral. Destructive spiral is time and energy and resources you're wasting. So it's just a bit of wisdom of the company you keep says a lot about you. You are the average of 5 people you spend the time with, and you spend your time with like 5 people that are destructive and that are destructive to themselves, then you're going to get dragged into destructive situations, and then you end up in that quagmire. So again, to be successful in life, you have to choose how you spend your time, choose the company you keep, and also your mindset of how you interact with things and how you react to things. So, because you control of how you react to situations, you control of how you use your time and energy and resources. Do you use it creatively, or do you use it destructively? At the end of the day, every human on the planet has that choice to make. Do you spend all your time on social media, or do you spend your time studying? Do you spend your time improving, or do you spend your time just doing the same thing over and over again? Or just do you spend your time using your resources, energy on materialistic, destructive things, or do you use it on things to build your creativity and to learn new trades or new abilities and skills? So the truth is, after 2 years, 3 years, do you have like a set goal, a set plan? Okay, this is, or set goals, like at the end of the year, this is my set goal. Say three months from now, I'm gonna learn a new language, I'm gonna learn a new skill, I'm gonna do a couple of art pieces, or whatever you're interested in, or whatever you want to prove it, or what you want to prove in. So. Just hopefully this video might be of a help to you with the real creativity and spark something in you to be more creative with the time, energy and resources you have that the Lord gives you. Thanks so much for watching this video.